Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a thought-provoking and complex topic, religious proselytizing in Singapore, and specifically the phenomenon of religious people going to hospitals to proselytize, encouraging conversions before someone dies. We'll explore the legal framework, ethical concerns, and real-life examples surrounding this practice. First off, let's clarify what proselytizing means. Religious proselytizing generally refers to attempts to convert someone from one religion to another. Many religious groups see this as a fundamental part of their faith. For example, Christians often feel called to fulfill the Great Commission, which is the duty to spread the message of salvation. While religious freedom is protected under Article 15 of Singapore's Constitution, this freedom isn't absolute. Singapore is a multicultural and multi-religious society, and maintaining peace and harmony among the various communities is crucial. This is where laws like the Maintenance of Religious Harmony Act come into play. It was enacted in 1990 and is the key legal framework that governs religious activities, including proselytizing, to ensure that they don't disturb the public peace. Under the Act, the government can issue restraining orders against individuals or groups whose actions incite enmity, hatred, or violence between different religious communities. This act came about as a response to past racial and religious tensions in Singapore, such as the racial riots in the 1960s, and is designed to prevent any repeat of such unrest. The main reason religious proselytizing is regulated in Singapore is to maintain social harmony. In a diverse society where people practice different faiths, aggressive proselytizing could lead to social friction, misunderstandings, and even conflict. Religious freedom is important, but so is respecting the rights of other people to practice their religion, or no religion at all. It's about finding a balance between personal beliefs and social harmony. This is especially important in public spaces or sensitive areas such as hospitals, where people are often vulnerable. Now let's zoom in on a particular area where proselytizing can become highly sensitive: hospitals. Some Christians believe that it's their duty to share their faith with people who are facing the end of their life, seeing it as a last opportunity to offer salvation. The thought is that by converting to Christianity before death, the person can achieve eternal salvation, which is the central tenet of the faith. Hospitals are often seen as places where people might be more reflective or spiritually open, especially when confronting illness or mortality. But here's where it gets tricky. Are these actions always welcome? Is it ethical? Proselytizing in hospitals raises serious ethical questions. Firstly, there's a matter of consent. Is the patient in a state to make such a decision, or are they being influenced during an emotionally and physically vulnerable time? Hospitals are places for healing, and unsolicited proselytizing might not always be helpful. It could even be distressing for patients or their families. From the perspective of healthcare workers, such acts can sometimes be seen as an interference with their ability to care for the patient, especially when it distracts from a treatment or creates conflict within the family. In fact, most, if not all, the big hospitals here do not allow any kind of religious proselytizing. And in 2011, the Singapore General Hospital put up signs in all its wards to remind visitors against proselytizing after a volunteer was found to be evangelizing to a patient and was told to leave. In Singapore, religious proselytizing is further governed by the Maintenance of Religious Harmony Act, which applies even in hospital settings. While Singapore upholds religious freedom, unsolicited proselytizing can disrupt public order, and disturbing others can lead to legal consequences. The government may issue restraining orders if such activities threaten social peace. So, how do we balance the desire to share one's faith with the need to respect others' boundaries in such sensitive situations? The key is consent and respect. While offering spiritual support can be valuable for those who want it, no one should feel pressured or uncomfortable, especially when they are in a fragile mental state. In Singapore, it's often best to leave religious guidance to trained chaplains who are equipped to approach these issues with sensitivity and respect. They work in partnership with medical teams to ensure that spiritual care is available but not intrusive. To conclude, religious proselytizing in Singapore is regulated by laws such as the Maintenance of Religious Harmony Act to preserve the peace in a multiracial and multireligious society. And while hospital proselytizing may come from a place of compassion, it raises significant ethical and legal concerns. The key takeaway: always approach these sensitive matters with respect and consent, especially when someone else's well-being is at stake. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on law and society in Singapore. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.